The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Tank Davis begins psychological warfare on Frank Martin. So we're going to take a look at footage from Lou Young. So if you might be familiar with Lou Young, he's a comedian. He does like sketches. He's hilarious, man. Some of his stuff is very funny. So you should check this out on his YouTube channel. But he's going to the fights. He's trying to cover the fights, and so this is all footage he took, and you can see the rest of it and like what he does. Let me see if I can. That's like his logo right here in the right hand corner. So let's take a look at the footage that he recorded.
This must see TV. We got to see the clip. You can't get this on ESPN. Only at the Lou Young show. They good. They straight.
They talking. Don't edge. They good. They bet.
They all right. They straight. Talk to him, Kyle.
I like that.
You just want to see a good
Talk
fight.
to him, Kyle. Talk to him, Kyle.
You're going to get that.
I'm messing with my young. Come on, Unc.
Good. I like this.
Unc going through them flicks for that video.
Here, hold the mic.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I still got the mic on me, so yeah.
Real sad. Real sad.
Maybe you see this fight going. Hey, I'm taking all this shit. I'm taking all this shit. So all this shit you talking about, bro, you gonna be real fucking sad, nigga. I don't need nothing. I don't need none of that.
I like this. It's that toxicity fight coming up. There's the Lou Young show. Lou Young show. Make sure y'all tune in every week.
Talk.
Dirty
Talk.
Everybody talking.
Talk.
But not you, nigga.
Talk.
You not that. You not that.
Talk.
You not that. And I know for sure you not that.
I talk
Huh?
everything. After we fight, ain't none of that shit. Ain't none of that shit happens, nigga. After we fight, nigga.
This is my shit.
After we fight, ain't none of that shit happens.
What round?
Eight.
What round? Hey, if you knock him out in 8, we can't be late.
8 or 10? That's what I'm telling you.
He's from the suburbs. He's from the suburbs. Man, him don't got nothing in common. But the little female he got.
Talk about him alone now.
That's the problem. But that little female he got, she probably around here somewhere.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Get up under that juice.
let's move on. Listen, this is a tremendous fight. Tuesday,
like it.
May the 7th from
I like
10
what
a.m.
I'm
to 10
saying.
p.m. June the 15th, Saturday, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Don't miss.
So again, that's Lou Young. You can check out the footage he got. He got some good footage because he's behind the scenes, and Lou Young isn't like ESPN or one of those stations, so he just lets it rock. The uncut, you can see whatever. Trill, what's your reaction to? I know you watch like everything. So what was your reaction to the exchanges between Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis?
I liked it. I liked the banner. I like how it was respectful. Nobody was, being too extra. I mean, I know when, Frank pointed in his face, he slapped his hand down. But other than that, it seemed like two guys who just want to fight and get it on. We know what Tank does for him to gear up for these fights. But I love the banter between the guys. It reminded me of me talking trash to the guys about Madden back in the days. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seeing me. You ain't seeing me. Ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do to see me. You know what I'm saying? That's how we used to talk. We used to play the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like to me. Two brothers out there arguing about who's nice and Madden. You know what I'm saying? And wanting to prove it once the game start. I like it, and I see what Tank was doing. Like even when Tank brought out the phone, and they were sitting there and they were showing old footage of the phone. You know what I'm saying? On the phone, he got that ain't beef. You ain't gonna sit there close and hand with somebody right there and show them like the footage and sit with their phone right there. That ain't what you do with your op. That just goes to show you that this is just competition. This is friendly competition for the two guys who believe in themselves and want to put their best foot forward. Tank is definitely saying, all the things he needs to say, to get into this kid's head to make him think that he doesn't belong there. you know, bringing up the street stuff. But we know the streets have nothing to do about with that square circle. But he's just saying that just to mess with his head and mess with his psyche, making him think like maybe he'll come out there reckless, and Gervonta can catch him. You know what I'm saying? And counter with something like he been doing in his last 2 fights. That's how he got his last 2 stoppage, for a person being over eager and then him counter punching. You see what happened with Rolly, and we see what happened with Ryan, the 2 R's. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's doing that too. Maybe he can get this kid. Oh, I'm from the streets too. You know what I'm saying? And try to come in and run into something. You know what I'm saying? So that's I see Tank doing that. Tank telling, oh, you don't like it to the body. You don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Look at this old footage on the phone of me, you know, getting in that. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing all that. He even brought up a young lady. He was like, the only thing we got to comment is homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing everything to get in his head.
He stole that. Me and the boy AI got more in common than just balling and rhyming. Get it? More in common.
So you know, he just messing with the boy Frank, trying to get into his head. Hopefully the boy Frank don't let it happen. And you know, I think this is good. This is good for boxing. It gets everybody's blood boiling. It gets everybody excited for a good fight.
I'm with you, man. This reminds me of, like, I see this every time there's a family cookout and someone breaks out the spades, the cards for some spades. Everybody get to talking. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's just competition. Like, don't get it twisted. This is the good type of competition. It's like I don't want to lose to him. I don't want to lose to this mother effer. Like that's what you're seeing. And so, you know, where I do feel like the psychological warfare is coming into play is based on what I saw and what I heard. I do think Tank got off on Frank Martin in sparring. So he's kind of like showing him that footage to try to place that doubt in his mind. Like, I beat you in and I'm even better now. I'm bigger now. Look at me. I'm headlining. So you know I'm going to beat you now. And that's why he keeps saying to him, you ain't never got better. Like, how you gonna get better? Like what Tank said, like, I've been boxing since I was like 7. You started like, so he's like, you're not gonna get any better. He's already planting them seeds into Frank Martin's head. So we'll see how it plays out. We got another segment where we're going to talk about the newfound support for Frank Martin. But when all is said and done, I do think Tank has started the psychological warfare on Frank Martin. And just based on what I've seen in their interactions, I do think Tank is being successful at this point with his psychological warfare, but it remains to be seen when we get to the fight. But so far, I like it.
Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know you rock with. It's the Boxing Bros. It's G forever.